Hi, this is Ashley Davis Bush, author of Transcending Loss and the Little Book of Inner Peace. I want to talk with you today about the fact that you, as a griever, are forever changed. You're not the same person you used to be. In fact, I hear expressions like someone asking you, when are you going to be your old self again? And the answer is, I'm not going to be my old self again. I'm growing into a new self. I heard another expression recently describing someone who had lost his wife. Oh, he's never been the same since that happened. That's right. He is not the same since that happened. So first you have to know that you are changed, you are changing, and you will never be the old self that you were. And when you think about it, anything in life changes you irrevocably. Whether you have a positive experience, a negative experience, you are always changing. You are not the same person now that you were 5 years ago, even 1 year ago. You're always evolving. So to think that you're going to be your old self again is the wrong goal. Now, what is the goal, you might ask? And I would say it's to help to challenge yourself to evolve into a wiser, more compassionate, kinder self. Because you could say, well, sure, I'm changed since my loved one died, but I'm more bitter, I'm more impatient, I'm more short-tempered, I'm more depressed. And of course, these are not qualities that typically create happiness for us, I think you could agree on. So you want to be at least opening up the invitation to be changing in a way that makes you softer, kinder, gentler, perhaps more compassionate with other grievers, more compassionate with yourself. And so here's where I'd like to share with you a self-compassion practice as you're on this journey of evolution. Self-compassion is a very important tool. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's the way to befriend yourself. So you start by putting your hand over your heart or maybe even on your cheek. Research shows that touch stimulates oxytocin, and this is what we want as you endeavor to develop your self-compassion. There are 3 components to the self-compassion practice, and I call it the ACT practice, ACT. This is based on the research of Kristen Neff, who is a researcher in the magic of self-compassion. The A stands for to acknowledge your pain, to acknowledge your pain. The C stands for common humanity, to connect to all those who feel what you feel and have felt what you felt. And T is to talk kindly to yourself. So I'm just going to walk you through that, what that might look like for you as an ACT practice. And you're going to talk to yourself as if you, a higher self, is talking to yourself in the second person. So you would say, A, acknowledge. I see how much you're suffering, and I know that you know you're changing, and it's so easy to change in a way that makes you feel more upset, more bitter, more depressed. I see that. I acknowledge your pain. This is so, so hard. C, connect. You are not the first person to lose someone you love deeply. You will not be the last person to lose someone you love deeply. This is part of the human condition. It's been part of the human condition through all of human history. You are part of the human family in your grief. And then finally, T, talk kindly to yourself. Say, you're going to be okay. You're getting through this one day at a time. Just hang in there. I'm with you. I've got you. You can grow into a more evolved and open, curious, loving person. This is a one day at a time process. You're going to be okay. So that's the way you might dialogue with yourself to develop self-compassion so that you feel like you're on your own side, so that you feel like you are your best friend and champion, so that you feel less alone in your process because the higher part of you is being activated to comfort the grieving part of you. You are not the same person. You're changing, you're growing. You won't be the same person from now to whenever it is that you cross over to the other side. Every day is a chance for growth. Think of it this way too. You're not the same person now than you were before you met your loved one. Now, whether that was a child or a spouse or your brother, your sister, your mother, the second that person came into your life, you changed. So you're a different person now because of their love, and you're a different person now because they have exited the planet. But they are very much still with you and part of you, and they too are evolving with you. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Wishing you peace.